Okay, now, obviously, in the LucasArts Adventure games, you taking the most direct option, the violent option, is never going to work. So if we run up to Hector's. Ooh, hello.
Oh, I think I thought of the scary thing.
Oh.
I'm not getting any closer until... Freeze, Hector. I'm not getting any closer until he runs out of ammo.
Which might be a while. Can't highlight him. You used to be able to shoot at him. Why can I not do that now? Huh. Let me just try and... Aha. So he shoots back.
Who's out there? I'm the Grim Reaper, lard ass, and you're my next customer. Shouldn't you be a batch of posies by now?
Woohoo!
Ha-ha!
I programmed
Ah.
a whole thing here that accurately figured out which window you're aiming at in the greenhouse, like, based on your angle of rotation and stuff. It's totally not even for a puzzle. You don't even... I don't know how I figured out which level of... I guess how close you are to the greenhouse. We remember the stuff we worked on the most, and figuring out which window to smash when you shoot is my little touch here. All for nothing. Shoot him in there.
Oh, don't tell him that answer the solution, Tim. Okay. Enough fun and games. What's over here? I wonder. Could it be the answer? Let's have a quick look, shall we?
I'm saving my ammo for the big guy.
Oh, okay. Let's put this away a second.
Hector supplies water to keep the flowers alive? Does he see them as a memorial or as trophies?
And the water goes all the way up into there. I wonder what would happen if we shot Sproutello into it.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't. Does it? Look. Go. What the? Go! Up to the greenhouse. Come on. Fine, just walk past.
I can't leave until I know Hector is finished.
I don't want you to leave. I want you to go up this way. Stupid. Come on. Go to the door. Ugh. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. Tension. Whoa! Pop goes the weasel. And there's the fez. It's done. Well, it didn't dive into the pits of hell, so it must be a good one.
You can count them if you want. They're all here.
How about yours?
The company gave me one on the other end. Sort of a retirement present. And, demons ride free, right?
Aw, Manny, you know I can't go with you. I'm a spirit of the land and all that. I can't ever leave this world.
I guess I got so wrapped up in saving people, I just assumed I'd be able to save you too.
Yeah, but I don't need to be saved. I like it here. I'm not all alone in that basement anymore, thanks to you. I got a new job and all these new friends. I'm a big demon success story.
So, I guess this is it then.
Where's a book? Biography of Glottis.
Hug.
Ooh.
You were the best boss I ever had. Bye.
Oh, Glottis. There's the band.
Manny,
Yeah?
when we get to the next world,
What is it, Angel?
are we going to be together?
You know, sweetheart, if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. Nobody knows what's gonna happen at the end of the line. So you might as well enjoy the trip.
Ooh. Farewell, Manny. Huh. For our friend Japheth. Okay, well, whilst the fantastic fanfare music goes on, I should give a little review, shall I? Now, the biggest problem obviously with this kind of game is that with the remastering is you can't really review the game itself. Not easily anyway, because the fact about the game is that it's it's old, it's 17 years old, so to review it now would be like trying to review Star Wars now, comparing it to like movies of old. I should turn this down a little bit because it's a bit loud. And you know, to compare the game from today to when it was actually released, it was a bit daft because you can't compare it. It's the same game, it's the same thing. Now, but that said, you know, it's still an absolute classic. It's still a classic game. It's really cool that you get to play it again, and it's, you know, it's a good thing. Hopefully, Day of the Tentacle will be as good or even better, you know, of a remake or remastering, or whatever you would call it. So the only way I can really review it is by doing it as looking at it as the remaster, which I hate to say I'm a bit disappointed. Now, I played it in widescreen, as you can see. I did think about playing it in 4:3 to keep it traditional, to make sure that things weren't stretched, but I wanted to see what a difference it made. And it made some differences. I mean, the alignments were out a bit. I don't know, I was kind of expecting more than this, more than what we got, because I was expecting, you know, the backgrounds to be sort of higher resolution, not just the sort of 3D model stuff. You know, I expected something a bit more. Maybe I was expecting more that was actually possible. But that said, you know, they did a good job. The mouse was a good control mechanism most of the time. There were a few things that weren't too good when it came to highlighting certain points and certain things, but I think that's, for a game that was designed for tank controls, that's not too bad. But I mean, I'm not unrealistic. I mean, you know, remastering a game that's 17 years old is hard, because obviously the fact is it's going to be code that's really out of date, written in C, and like you heard in the commentary, it was lots of different components sort of stuck together. So that would have taken a lot to do. And even in the actual making of this remastering, they say, you know, they struggled because the source code didn't exist. It wasn't, and all the assets weren't saved in certain ways, which is probably why they didn't redo the backgrounds, because they didn't have the original meshes and animation files and all that stuff. They probably couldn't do it. Now, there were obviously bugs, which was quite annoying, especially because there's no autosave function, which to me seems a bit of a no-brainer, especially when it's in things like Scum BM already, and Residual as far as I can remember. So it seems a bit daft that there's no autosave. You know, how hard is it to program in a 5-minute autosave or something similar to that? But you know, that said, it could be put into the in future, because the fact is that this has been remade or remastered. It's now being supported by Double Fine, and there have been actually a couple of patches done for it. This hasn't been patched yet because I bought it on GOG, and it takes a little while for GOG to update the stuff. And I've played it through now, and it's taken me about a week to get through it, which just shows how long the game is. I mean, compare it to the older sort of Scum games. Day of the Tentacle took me about 3 hours. You know, Full Throttle was 2 hours, and that was talking to everybody. Granted, I didn't talk to everybody and exhaust every dialogue tree, but this has taken me, what, 6, 7, 8 hours with the director's commentary, so it's, you know, it's not bad. So, I suppose the question is, would I recommend this? Well, yes and no. If you've played the game before and have wants to play the game again without all the need for Residual, then yes, by all means buy it. If you didn't play the game and want to see what it's like, by all means play it, but you're going to struggle with some of the crazy puzzles. But overall, you know, it's a difficult one to call, because the game's good, but the remastering sort of is just bringing an older game forward in time. It's not necessarily a good thing, because the game is old and it's in an old style, and younger people might not understand the game. You know, French was made by Ubisoft. Wow. So my recommendation is, if you like adventure games and have heard all about Grim Fandango, never played it, buy it. If you've got Grim Fandango already, maybe stick to Residual, unless you really want to see what they've done with it and wanted to hear the commentary. The commentary's not groundbreaking, it doesn't give away some super secrets or anything of the game, but it is a little interesting to hear how they came up with things and how the process all worked and how it was all built. At least for me, because I know a great deal about the history of Scum games and, you know, that kind of stuff. And as a programmer as well, being all geeky now, sorry, geeky nerd, it kind of makes you think, you know, about how did they build the game? Because back then in the 90s, 3D was only just beginning to take hold of things. You know, it was a genuine push from LucasArts to put everything into 3D and put the games into 3D to try and get adventure games to keep them going. Unfortunately, it didn't kind of work that way, and this is the second to last adventure game LucasArts made, I think. Yeah, because then it was Escape from Monkey Island, and then that was it, really. You know, the Full Throttle sequels fell through, the Sam & Max sequels fell through, and that was it, really. They kind of buried it, which was a huge shame, really, because, as I hope you can see from this playthrough, the game was full of imagination, full of impressive storytelling, impressive ideas. And as Tim Schafer has shown, you know, he's gone on to make some incredibly interesting games like Psychonauts. Brutal Legend was a bit weird, I'll admit, but, you know, maybe I'll have to play that again sometime. And he's going on through a lot of different things. So, we're near the end of the credits, so hopefully, if you've been watching this playthrough from the start to finish, you've enjoyed watching it. As always, other games will be available on YouTube and Twitch, so please do come on by, let me know you're watching, let me know what you're doing, Let me know what you think. And until next time, I have a feeling this is going to go on forever. There we go. And we're back. Let's see if there's anything at the end, shall we? Nope, just redoes.
¿Qué es esto?
Is this all? Don't see anything. Special features. View cutscenes via dialogue transcript. Wow, a whole transcript, huh? Of concept art. 98 images. Unused stuff, yeah. Okay. There's lots of cool stuff to look at, really. P-Chan. So this is the petrified forest. The yeah. Cool stuff. So yeah. Okay, so we've got cutscenes. It's 37 cutscenes, wow. Anyway, like I said, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to have a little look around this stuff. Until next time.